Welcome back. We're back now in the main ring for the horse meetum to meetum 45 at the Easter Jumping Festival and Indoor Championships. We've got a fantastic class for you next. Some of New Zealand's top show jumpers in the ring. You can see them there just walking the course, taking some time to familiarise themselves with what's in store. It's a good course from Pip Howells, as it has been over the last 2 weeks indoors. She's really made that her mark in show jumping, course building or course designing. So just run through quickly who we've got in this class. Duncan McFarlane, you can just see walking there across the course, measuring out his stride. So Duncan McFarlane represented New Zealand on several occasions. He is winner of the prestigious Del Mar $100,000 Grand Prix twice in the States, second and third in the Pfizer Million. He's won numerous World Cups in America, and he was an alternate for New Zealand at the Athens Olympics. He rides B-Mine NZPH. Julie Davey. Julie represented New Zealand on numerous occasions in junior and senior teams. She's a fierce competitor, Julie, and a very good horsewoman. She rides LT Holst Frida, a 6-year-old grey mare. Might be slightly older than 6 by now, I think. bred by Ewan McIntosh. Helen McNaught, wife of Duncan McFarlane. Helen, international rider of some ability. She has represented Britain and won leading riders awards in Italy, Switzerland and Austria. She won the Olympic Cup in New Zealand on Canutelo Braille and was second twice. She's won the Silver Fern Stakes and the Premier League winner a number of times. She's a very capable and experienced jockey. She rides Double Whoopee, which was bred in the US by Helen and Duncan. Nikita Lemmers, sitting at fourth out, she will be. She's an up-and-coming rider. She's had a great career in show jumping. She's a team of 3 show jumpers based out of the Waikato now, and an environmental advisor. She rides Resolution. Jesse Linton back in the ring again this afternoon. He's been a busy boy. He rides King's Larkin. Jesse, a professional rider from Hawke's Bay and very good with all horses of all ages and abilities. He's been a superstar, and he rides King's Larkin, owned by Kelly Smith. Tegan Fitzsimon, who's no stranger to competition at this level. Tegan being the winner of many a World Cup Premier League series and many, many other series. She rides Campari, owned by Penny Tapley, Corofino Sport Warmblood, and she will be very competitive on her 2 horses today. Laura Inkster from Auckland. Laura rides Nikama MVNZ, and she will be, that's a Holsteiner bred by Mount View Sport Horses. Brooke Edgecombe with LT Holst Andrea. This horse, a very accomplished show jumper at the highest level. Current Olympic Cup holder has been for 3 years because they won it in 2020 and we haven't had a horse of the year since. So LT Holst Andrea, a great competitor. Brooke, a very accomplished rider, sister to Kim Best, and married to Oliver Edgecombe, who himself a very accomplished rider. She's in the New Zealand performance program at one of the highest levels. Daniel Blundell from Auckland. He rides Cadenza NZPH. Daniel, a very experienced and gutsy jockey. He will be looking to get this win under his belt. $12,000 prize pool, and he'll be wanting a piece of that. Sam Van Leerd. Sam, based in Cambridge. She rides Cadillac NZPH. She's got a great combination with this horse and a really good respect for each other. She rode it beautifully down in Christchurch at the Nationals, and she'll be looking for a bit more success as we head into the last 2 shows of the year. Olivia Newsom. Olivia was with us this morning. She rides Caratino Jewel. This horse, a very unorthodox, I suppose you would call it, jumper, but very capable as well. And we'll be interested to see how Olivia comes through. Very, she'll probably do a clear round and she'll do a great job because she's a fantastic young woman and a great rider. So good luck to Olivia. Sam Whale with her trusty horse Fleur de la Cour. They have a fantastic respect and understanding of each other, these two, and they've had a great deal of success over the last 2 years. So that will be one to watch. Vicky Prendergast. Vicky has many years' experience at the highest level. She rides Selena C. She was the Pro-Am of the Year winner in 2019 and never one to be discounted. Morris Beatson. We all know Maury, 5-time winner of the Olympic Cup, Olympic show jumping team member. He's been to the World Champs. He's been everywhere you can possibly think of. Won more Grand Prix than most of us have ever even dreamed of. And he rides a very talented horse, Central Park. New Zealand Warm Blood by Centavos. So that will be one to watch. It's going really well for Morris this year, and he will be one you shouldn't discount. Glenn Beale from Auckland, company director and accountant from Tikawhara. He rides Soprano, another Holsteiner, this time bred by Lordano. And you never know with Glenn, he could just take it out. It'd be interesting to see. Getting down towards the end of the class, we'll see Melody Matheson. Mel, a accomplished rider, has been in the New Zealand Young Rider team in 2013, 14, 15 and 16. She rides Quarterflex Enya MH, of course her Hanoverian mare, who has had to step up to the highest competition after she very sadly lost her beautiful horse Graffiti MH. Very sad loss for Mel and Angela Miller and the team, and so Enya has had to step up but has capably done so. Emily Hayward back in the ring at this level is a fantastic sight. She's a very calm and collected rider. She is 22 from Te Awamutu. She won the Olympic Cup at the Horse of the Year in 2019, and in 2018 and 19 she was the Young Rider of the Year, and she won the FMG Young Rider for 5 years in a row. Represented New Zealand as a young rider in Seoul in 2015. Her horse SB Attitude, Hanoverian by Lordano, out of a Distal Fink mare. Catherine Alabaster, Hopefully Drama NZPH. Well, she's had a lot of fun on this horse. She won't die wondering. She'll be out there to give it a good shot for Catherine. Great competitor and a very nice person too. She rides this wonderful horse bred by NZPH. And we'll see how she gets on. Tegan Fitzsimon back in the ring towards the end with her second horse, Windermere Cappuccino. This is one to watch. We wouldn't discount it ever. This horse knows how to win. It's won more Premier Leagues and World Cups than probably many others in New Zealand. And it also won the 5-year-old, the 6-year-old, the 7-year-old and the best horse in the 8-year-old series across the years. It was inducted into the ESNZ Hall of Fame as one of the better jumpers around. So it's definitely a horse that we put a great deal of emphasis on when we're watching show jumping. Julie Davey will be back in the ring towards the end of the class, represented New Zealand this time with Just D, Dutch Warm Blood imported. This is its first season out for Just D, and Julie is a stunning horse and very capable. So she will be one to watch with her two horses. And then Nikita Lammers back in the ring, last to go in the class at 21. She is riding Balboa NZPH. So there we have it. That's our class. We'll be looking to get underway very shortly. I think it looks like last of the riders are just walking the course there, and we will get back to you in just a moment when the first horse comes into the ring. I can still see some riders wandering around out there checking the last of the lines. So back to you in just a moment. Well, welcome back. We're ready to go now. The bell's gone for Duncan McFarlane and Be Mine NZPH. I've got John Cottle back with me here. John's excited about this class. This is a great field for us and a good class at 1.45 metre, John.
Yeah, well, I think in New Zealand we're very strong at this height at the moment, and probably a little thin on the ground with horses up at the top end of the World Cup classes. So this is a strong field, 21 in it, which is great. People like Duncan McFarlane, who's ridden internationally and a lot of experience.
Yeah, he sure has. And this horse, he's had a great relationship with this horse. Bred by Warwick Hanson, formerly at NZPH, of course, and stepped up to Grand Prix. Last year he won the FEI 1-star and the Gold Tour qualifier at Taupo, and came second in the second gold qualifier. But hasn't had much competition since then due to, the obvious COVID issues.
Absolutely. But he's a good operator, and he knows this horse well. He started him off and really had him all the way through.
Yeah, they're jumping well. One fence down at the start of the treble. So this is just an AM5, just a callback jump off, nothing fancy in it, is there?
No. No, I think talking to Duncan earlier, the horse is probably a bit short of jumping. He hasn't had him out much.
So 8-fault round for Duncan McFarlane and Be Mine NZPH. Time of 71.11. Time allowed 79. Right, Julie Davey, LT Holst Frida.
Yeah, this is an exciting horse. And Julie, look, she's had heaps of experience. She's also jumped internationally. Very, very calm, very lovely rider.
She doesn't move, does she?
Yeah.
So this horse, by Coleman, out of LT Holst Andrea, Brooke Edgecombe's horse, which was by Casal and bred by Ewan McIntosh. So
yes, incredible.
Good
the
lineage.
Horse. Incredible the horses that Ewan McIntosh has bred. The LT brand is really high on the list here.
Oof.
Oh, she cut one out down there. I thought it was 6 strides into that.
She took a flying leap at that one.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6, yeah.
That curved line. And so you have to ride it right, don't you? Those ones?
Well, yeah, curved lines are always very much using your eye because it depends on the track you take. Nice round.
Beautiful from Julie. 77.88. So all good in the time. And a lovely clear round for her.
Yeah, I think this is a horse for the future. She looks very scopy. Julie's a wonderful operator.
Look, the horse would hardly know Julie was there.
Yeah.
She just is so quiet.
2, 3, 4, yeah.
Did you think that was 5 into that one? No? 4?
I thought I walked 6 down there.
Oh.
I may be wrong. Yeah. Now let me just recalculate.
Yeah.
I walked it a while ago.
Nikisha Lammers and Resolution. So this Warm Blood Bay Gelding by Casal out of Blushing Bride, read by Nikisha's mother, Diana Lammers.
I would like to welcome now to this class Resolution, driven by Nikisha Lammers.
Yeah, I'm a bit biased here because Nikisha's an old student of mine and I think she's a very talented girl. Got lovely soft hands, very good feel, very good eye.
And a nice girl too.
She didn't quite get that right though.
No, not quite, but
there's 6 there.
There you go.
So it's a bit of an option really when you look at that. It's a holding 6 or a very wide forward 5.
Ooh.
This is not going well.
Oh, she might actually call it a day, isn't she, I think? Yep, she's retiring. Things just not coming together.
Yep.
Oh, what happened to Helen McNaught? She was meant to be next up. Didn't see Helen. She might come later. We'll see.
No, I don't think Helen's in it. I saw her not in her riding clothes.
Scratched, must be.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, next to go, Jessie Linton. Oh, there's Nikisha in the... Oh, no, things just weren't quite coming together.
You know, Dana, some horses just don't go so well inside. He was quite what we call backy offish. He was not going to the fences.
So Jessie rides at King's Larkin in this class. Big Warm Blood by Lansing out of Mary Larkin, which was by King's Ransom, bred and owned by Kelly Smith.
Yeah, I must say, I haven't seen much of this horse because we've been locked down up in Auckland, and but I mean, Jessie's a good operator.
It's gone pretty well from him, from my recollection across the few shows I've been at this season, and I know he often gets a phone call after it's been out to say, is that horse for sale? But
that's a good sign.
but I don't think it is for sale.
It's nice. So far, like what I see. Nice technique. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he took a little wider curve on that and got the 6 strides easy. Six to that.
Oh, Jessie. Just bounced down onto that one. It's a shame for him. He's been going very well.
No.
Lost his concentration for it.
How old is that horse?
So, born in 2013.
No, he's not very old.
8-ish.
Yeah, 8. That's quite young at this stage, yeah.
So 8 faults for Jessie Linton and King's Larkin. They'll finish on. We won't see them back, sadly, for the jump off. And it's the bell now for our next rider, Tegan Fitzsimon and Campari. Tegan's got 2 in this. She's coming back later with the very successful Windermere Cappuccino.
She's got a very strong hand, this one, and Cappuccino, of course.
Yes.
And she's a very good rider, but same thing, there's very little of her. The horse hardly knows she's there.
Pretty experienced, though. She's done a lot of
absolutely.
jumping in New Zealand, hasn't she? And
Yeah.
represented New Zealand in some young rider teams, I think, in the past.
Yes, she has, yeah. I had her in a team.
In
Youth
Australia.
Olympics,
That's right.
which we won, the gold medal
That's right.
in the teams. Tegan was a good member of that.
I don't think we've done that since, have we, John?
Well,
Emily Fraser.
well, that was just
individual.
individuals now. They didn't take teams after that.
Right, okay.
So we were sort of the first and last. There's the 6.
So this horse owned by Penny Tapley from out on the Banks Peninsula, by Corofino 2 out of Liliana, which was by Littorio.
Yeah, he's got a lovely expression, this horse. He just cants along, keeps a nice rhythm. Oh, got up there.
effortless,
Easy,
isn't it?
easy. Lovely round.
Great ride from Tegan Fitzsimon and Campari. All clear. We'll see her back alongside Julie Davey in the jump off.
Well, that was a lovely round there for Tegan Fitzsimon and Campari.
All right. We'll just see that replay of her. Some great jumps there. Laura Inkster from Auckland. Next, she rides Nikama MVNZ. Chestnut Holsteiner by Canto out of Dolce MVNZ, bred by Mount View Sport Horses.
Yeah, this is a nice mare. She's not very experienced at this height. So let's see how she handles this.
That was lucky.
That was a reach.
Oh, it just wasn't quite right going in there.
Just a lot of inexperience, really. That's better. Okay, she gave it a good ride. I think just inexperience on the mare's part.
She did give it a good ride, and she got it round safely and nicely. You know, it was a nice, tempo. Just got it a bit wrong in there. Oh, good on her.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be too upset with that. Brooke Edgecombe next up with the very lovely Alty Holster Andrea. Oh, something's not. Oh, she's just asking for them to hold on.
Just waiting.
Brooke now, of course, on the high performance squad in the jumping performance program, which is being led by Oliver, husband Oliver. Just trying to think about that for a minute. And Jock Paget in the performance team, high performance team at Equestrian Sport New Zealand, and of course with much investment and support from Mitch and Kate Plor and the Plor family.
Yeah, this is a lovely, consistent mare. You know, Brooke's had a lot of success. Always there or thereabouts.
Yeah, they have a good understanding.
Yeah.
This mare has no teeth, which I always find fascinating.
Oh, that's something I never knew.
Yeah, well, there you go. The funny things you learn. The equine dentist came out to see it one day and said, "Why? What's happened to its teeth? That they'd all gone rotten, so they had to take them out." And she'd done nothing much different, Brooke said, but now she has a special diet. Obviously doesn't affect her too much because she jumps pretty well off it.
Exactly.
But they're pretty good horsemen, Brooke and Oliver.
A long history in it, yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, she's jumping well today. Yesterday she had a few lazy rails, but today she's on a game.
Oh, I was talking to Brooke earlier. She said she hadn't been out much lately, and so that's why she jumped her yesterday.
Yep.
And she normally wouldn't, she said, but she just thought she needed that that time. So yeah.
Oh well, the plan worked. Good, nice round.
75.98. Time allowed 79, so it wasn't altogether that.
No,
quick.
she's just on the right on the margin there. You can see she's got a very slow way of going. You know, some horses spend a lot of time in the air. If you watch her, she's very slow in the air.
Oh, Daniel Blundell back in the ring now. He's had a busy day. Cadenza NZPH. By Cannon out of You Can Dance NZ, which was by Ferrago du Prelay.
So this is the horse he won on yesterday, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
Yep.
very good. Very nice horse.
Very competitive, I would think. Ooh, it's got a jump on it.
Bit quiet to that for my liking. Not bad luck.
Oh, bugger. No, it's not to be his day, I'm afraid. His day was yesterday, John.
And I think he left it out in the
Yeah.
out in the arena yesterday. You're right.
I'll be a bit disappointed with that, I
Yeah.
think, after such a
Yeah.
good day yesterday. But wasn't to be.
Yeah, no, he rode it well enough. Just one of those days. The horse just wasn't really firing.
Might be a bit tired, perhaps.
Yeah.
It's got a good jump on it, though.
He's got a lovely technique. Yeah, love his way his back end flicks up like that. Ooh.
Right, we'll move on now to Sam Van Leerd into Cadillac NZPH. This is the third of 5 NZPH horses in this class, so they really are kind of taking it by storm.
Well, they do. There's a lot bred every year. I think that I'm not sure now, but with NZPH and Alpery, who've split up and gone on separate ways. But I mean, they're still breeding a lot of horses. I think there's about 40 or more a year foals.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm very fond of this horse. He's got a lot of scope.
and there's a lovely horse.
Yeah.
So, this horse by Jacques Latour out of Untouched NZPH, which was by Cabdullah Dutsiard. Very, very famous, good bloodlines coming out there. Born in 2011, so still young enough, John.
Absolutely. And he's not been over-jumped. I mean, Sam had a few injuries, and so the horse has been quite lightly campaigned. Ooh, got down there too well.
It's a bit quick.
Oh, no, it's
Sam.
going wrong. It's going wrong.
Woo.
That's better.
Notching up the time faults now. Sadly,
Yep. Never mind. She finished off well. That was good.
she did finish well because it was a bit, a
Yep.
bit unexpected in the middle there. So 15 faults for Sam. Should be a bit disappointed with that.
But I think you can see from the double to that fence at the bottom at Oxford, the curve is important, and you've got to know your horse. He's got a big stride, so she got down there way too early, so she needed to put a bow in it or cut out a stride,
Right.
like Julie did. You either go direct,
Yeah.
straight through the,
Strong. Yeah.
straight across the bend and get 5 strides, which you could do on that horse, or you go out and give yourself more room. She just was a bit in between there.
All right. The young Olivia Newsom, 16 years old. Olivia. She rides
This is a-
Caratino Jewel.
This is a spectacular horse.
Jumps.
She jumps this really well. I tell you, she rides this well. He wouldn't be easy to sit on. He's got such an explosive jump.
She said sometimes she's not quite sure what's going to happen.
I know. Look at that.
So only about 13 or 14, this horse, so he's not that old.
No. I think she rides him great. She's fantastic. Look at that. Amazing power jump.
Wee. She's a pretty talented young girl, this, and such a nice kid too. And I think, I hope she goes well in her future.
Well, if she can ride this horse, who's, to be blunt, he's quirky and difficult, but she'll ride anything.
Look at that. That was pretty good. Down there through the treble.
She's getting him to a good place to jump.
Oh!
Good girl. Well done.
Good girl. All clear, 69.90. I think she had a good round on him yesterday, and yesterday was a little unorthodox, and maybe he just needed that to,
Well, to be fair, some of this was unorthodox, but that's him,
Yes, yeah.
He's leaving the jumps up.
She does well. Right, Sam Whale now, and Fleur de la Cour, another of the warm bloods. Butch Thomas bred horse, this one. He's bred a few great horses in his time, John, and
yes,
this one by Corofino too.
Yep. This is a lovely mare. She's quite inexperienced too, so it'll be interesting to see how she goes on this.
That's probably a good height for her, though. Not too big.
Well, how old is she? She's not very old.
2013 born,
yeah,
so...
Yeah. She's only 8. Slow going in there.
You picked that. You were riding it for her. Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately that was rider error.
Yeah. I think she just lost away a little bit, did she? Or did
I just got a bad distance in. I think
Yeah.
she was a bit backward coming out of the corner. Yeah.
No,
she's wise.
enough.
She's wise. She's a young horse. Look, she's the one for the future.
Yeah. Nice horse, and she, kind. Where are we here now? So Vicky Prendergast is next. What's Sam done? She retired. So 4 clears so far. Julie Davey, Tegan, Brooke, and Olivia. Coming back halfway through the class now. Vicky Prendergast next with Selena C.
Well, this is another lovely mare. She's only 9, and Vicky's done a good job producing her.
Holsteiner, this mare by Cardento VDL out of Sophie, bred by Vicky herself.
Yeah, she breeds them and she produces them. Like to see them attack these fences a bit more, get them in there. That's good. Oh, bad luck.
That's one rail down. So he's sitting on 4. 8. I should be quiet now.
Yeah, but she'll be better for the experience. She's still 9's not old. She hasn't done a lot of jumping at this height.
Yeah, so 8 faults she'll finish on. That's not a disgrace by any stretch. Vicky will give her a good ride, I'm sure.
Yep.
All right. Your old mate, Murray. Here he comes. Norris in Central Park. Gosh, this horse has gone well from this year, John. He's had a bit of success this year.
Well, I've read about it, you see, because we've been locked away in the leper colony. We haven't been out to see him, and I've heard that he's gone well. Well, Murray he's a determined guy, and he's always going to give it his best shot, you know.
Yeah, so this was by Eurosport Centavos out of Silk and Spice, which was by Omnicorp.
You know, Murray has a style of his own, but boy, the horses jump for him. Oh, Murray, you get time, folks. Be careful when you're hanging around there.
Trot on, Murray, come on. Let's go. Oh, here we go. You'd never discount him, you just would never know.
No, never have all the years. he's a determined guy.
There or thereabouts, isn't he?
Yeah, he's determined. I say to my students, you know, watch his determination.
And his commitment, you know. I mean, he's been the rider's rep, he's been on the board, he's done all of the bits and pieces, he's been a chef and a trainer and everything.
Well, I think, Dano, like all us horsey guys, this is our passion, you know, and we get involved in the whole sport. We love to see it go well.
Yeah,
so,
that's right.
Good on Murray.
Clear for Murray, so we'll see him back.
Was he back? He was inside the time?
Yes, he should. Yep. No worries at the time.
What's the time allowed?
79.
Oh, right.
So it's pretty good. He'll be pleased with that.
Good on him.
He'd quite like a share of that 10 grand, I think. 12 grand, actually, in this class. Well, here's the old mate, Glenn Beale from Auckland. He's done a bit of time on the board as well, Glenn. He rides Soprano, Holsteiner by Lordano.
Yeah, and he bred this horse. I think, didn't he? This is his horse.
Yep.
Yeah. This is a very promising horse, but very green. You can see, like, he's fighting him.
I think he may have had a little bit of a disagreement with it yesterday and fallen off it.
Oh, right. I didn't see that. Yeah.
Or fallen off one of them, and he wasn't best impressed when I saw him out the back anyway.
He's in trouble, yeah.
Doesn't look that comfortable coming
Oh,
in
the
there.
horse is arguing with him. Look, he's
Lost his reins.
tugging at him, and they're arguing too much. That's it, Glenn. I'd pull up. Good on. Good man.
Well done, Glenn.
Yeah.
So, 4 faults for Glenn, and he retires from the class. All right, still some good combinations to come. We've got Mel Matheson next, and Enya. Just saying before, this horse has had to step up for Mel after the sad loss of her good horse Graffiti.
Yes, but you know, I really like this mare. Yeah, she's really she could be a good replacement.
Nope, just a wee stop the clock. There we go. While we do our business. So we've got Mel, then we have Emily Hayward. We've still got Tegan and Julie Davey coming back again.
Good. She's going inside. That'll save some time.
She often does that, Mel.
Yeah, well, she rides at quite a slow pace. Might have cost her there because she didn't get to that forward enough. That's better. where the other mare jumped when she got forward there. Might go in 5, which she did, yeah. It's got a huge stride on it, this mare.
It's big too, isn't it?
Yeah, it's big. She's better off to leave it alone and try and fight for those distances.
She's a fairly capable, accomplished rider, Mel, too. She's been around, hasn't she? At the top level. She's ridden a lot of young rider teams over the years. Probably some that you were chefing.
Yes. Oh, she's come inside there. Cost her again.
Right.
Yeah, it wasn't a good move.
Oh, and another one. Oh, Mel, that's 12 faults for Mel. All right.
Anyway, I'll take her home. I mean the horse.
The horse, yeah.
Yeah, my wife won't.
No, I don't think that would go down that well. Perhaps go with the horse.
Yeah.
All right. Now, this is a good rider. She's a lovely little rider. I think we talked about her earlier, didn't we? Emily Hayward.
Yeah. Yeah.
SB Attitude. Hanoverian, another Lordano by Out of Diversity, which was a distal fink mare. She's been a great competitor over the years. Emily,
yes.
Winner of the 2019 Olympic Cup, the Horse of the Year, and she's won, I can't tell you how many countless young riders and young riders series and junior riders series. Show Hunter, she started off in Show Hunter as a little kid.
Yeah, she's a real competitor. Real talent, this girl.
Good to see her back in because she's had a bit of a break from it all. And she's back out riding again, and she's riding some of Scott Borland's horses, they are, aren't they?
Yes, yes. I mean, she's getting some nice horses to ride. Just lacked a bit of horsepower there for a while.
And she knows how to win. If she gets
Absolutely.
through, she'll give it a good shot.
Yeah. See, that mare's disunited. She's got it. Whoa.
Ooh, a bit of a drift. Oh, that was lucky.
That was deep. It's a trier, this horse. Tries hard.
No, she's getting into him now.
Yeah.
Get going.
That's better. Oh, no.
Just a bit of a drag. That's a shame for Emily. Finished well,
Yep.
4 faults.
Yeah.
We won't see her back, which is a shame because she's a sensational jump-off rider.
The mare jumps some lovely jumps.
All right, Catherine Alabaster. Next up, Catherine rides Kopuri Drama NZPH. This horse by Orlando out of Vidal NZPH, which was by Pazeta Durue, bred by NZPH.
I'd like to welcome Taupo Drama, NZPH, written by Catherine Alabaster.
Catherine from Hawke's Bay. She runs a dog grooming business sometimes and does the sponsorship for the Northern Hawke's Bay area group for their events and is very good at it as well. And she can belt out the national anthem fairly capably, I would say.
Not after a few drinks like us.
Well, no, I wouldn't even try, to be honest, but she does a good job of it.
It's hard for me to comment because I haven't seen this one before, really. Ages.
Born in 2012.
Right. Yeah. 9. Yeah.
Around to the last 2. Maiden events, Oxa and the Wall. Oh. All right, that's 12 she'll finish with. I think she would have been hoping for slightly better than that. But wasn't to be today. So 3 left to go, Tegan Fitzsimon and the very accomplished Windermere Cappuccino are next. They'll be followed by Julie Davey with Just D and Nikisha Lemmers back in the ring. And so far, 5 coming back for the jump off.
Well, this horse is a machine. Who's going to bet against him not going clear?
Well, I was going to say, you'd have to put money on that it will be in the jump off, but
he's a machine. And look, she rides him beautifully.
And at this height, this is a walk in the park.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's hope we don't put the hex on it.
True. She and Brooke have battled it out at the top, haven't they, for a bit over the last couple of seasons. But I think Julie might give them a run for their money now.
Yep. Yeah. Oh, it's good to see more competition. It keeps
definitely.
the sport healthy. Yeah, beautifully ridden. Very good. Oh, come on, change. Yeah. Oh. Well, wow, what have we done? We've put the hex on that.
Oh,
I've
dear.
never seen that.
I haven't seen her fall off it like that. She's still smiling. Probably not that impressed, but she is still smiling. Oh, that's a shame. You wouldn't have picked that, would you?
No, lucky we didn't put our money there, huh?
Oh, eliminated. I wouldn't have thought I would be writing that on the score sheet. Tegan Fitzsimon.
This is a funny sport, isn't it? Things.
Well, that's horses, isn't
unpredictable.
it? 0 to 0 in about 3 seconds.
Wow.
I didn't actually see what happened or why she...
Well, it was coming towards us. I don't know what sort of distance she had. He just sort of, I don't know, it just all went wrong.
Now, this is a lovely horse of Julie Davies, imported horse, Dutch warm blood. Come in, a new combination. You may not have seen much of this one either, John.
No, but I've heard it's nice.
Yeah, it's good. Lovely horse. Looks a bit like the other one, hard to tell.
It does, actually. Well, it's my colour, you see. It suits my hair colour. She did the 6 that time. Went out a bit wider.
She's a wily thing, is Julie Davey.
Yeah.
She knows her horses.
Good. Lovely.
Oh. Come round here, she says.
Oh, made that look easy, didn't it?
Doesn't it look
very
well
nice,
done.
lovely round.
Great round from Julie and Just D, all clear. So she'll be back with 2. Could be a good payday for Julie Davey. She'll be delighted with that. Nice horse.
Well, I've no idea of Julie Daly, Just D going here. That gives Julie 2 horses in the jump off in this class. So well done, Julie.
And last out, Nikisha Lemmers back in the ring again. Balboa NZPH. Hopefully a bit better than her last round. This wasn't bad, but it was, what we wouldn't expect. This horse of hers by Orlando out of Touch of Blue NZ, which was by Mr. Blue.
Not her day.
Not her day today. Well, so that's going to mean 6 back for the jump off. That's not a bad number.
That's a good number. It's a 6 prize.
I don't know. I don't know what they're going down to. Well, if they go 1 and 6, what is that? That's... I'm not sure how many they'll do, but $12,000 to share between them. That's better than a lot of prize pools you'll see in New Zealand.
Oh, yes. Oh, lucky there. Oh, no, he's not getting it.
No, she's not having a good day,
not her
Lakeisha. Do you know, there hasn't been a lot of jumping either, though, has there? So. No, well, she finished off right. Okay, so that's 8 faults for her. So the riders to come back, Julie Davey with LT Holst Frida will be first out, followed by Tegan Fitzsimon and Campari, Brooke Edgecombe with LT Holst Andrea, Olivia Newsom and Caratino Jewel, Morris Beatson and Central Park, and Julie Davey with Just D. So that's a pretty good jump off, I reckon.
I reckon.
If you were a betting man, where'd you put your money?
Well, I have to say Julie's in a pretty good spot. She's, what, first or nearly first? She first?
Yeah, first out and last out.
Last out. So she's got good spots here.
Yeah, so Tegan had to go off and get checked by the medic, which you have to do any time you dismount unceremoniously, and so she's all cleared and she's going to be back in the ring. So we'll see in a minute on the screen there the other placings in the class.
So Emily Hayward, yeah.
Emily Hayward will be in 7th. Laura Inkster, Vicky Prendergast, and Duncan. I'll make up the 10, if there's 10. I don't know if there is. Right. Olivia Newsom had the fastest of the first round.
That's not surprising the way that horse goes. Good on it.
It doesn't count in the first round, it only counts in the second.
No.
Rightio. So our jump off course is 8, 9, 10. No, that's not the right one. Must be this one here, is it?
That's metre 10, 15,
this one, so?
metre 30.
Yeah, this one.
Okay.
5A, 6, 7, 9BC, 1, 2 and 3.
All right. So where are we? 5.
Starting at 5A.
5A. 6 is down to the Oxa. 7 roll back.
9BC.
So you can turn hard back inside. 9BC.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Oh, good. Bit of a gallop down from 2 to 3.
Bit of scope in there for some
Cool. That's be a good jump.
mischief, is there?
Yeah, there's a couple. Oh, there's some turns in there that you can make up time on. And there's some gallop. Good.
Yeah, Julie Davey is sitting in the box seat, isn't it? Because she's got her first horse and she can give it a test out, and then she'll know whether she's just going clear or she's going for broke at the end.
Yeah. Just gallop that first one.
Well, it's anybody's game. I don't think I'll pick it. It's a good jump off. So they'll just be clearing a few jumps out of the way out there. 9A has to leave the building because it's not in it. So any plans for the winter, John? Bit of training to do and a few horses, young horses, new horses or not?
From my point of view, I'm still right at home. I think I told you earlier.
Yeah, you did.
I'm too old and that to compete. Don't react quick enough. So I've got a nice young horse that I've bred that I'm going to play with and try and keep fit. I've got a lot of students based with me, and around Auckland now we've got a lot of things on in the winter, and some good arenas with fibre. Papatoe, Woodhill, then Takapoto's open. Come down to Taupo, there's going to be jumping. And look, I think that's good for the sport. My concern always was, and especially if you've got the horses at this level, they don't want to be out in the paddock for 3 or 4 or 5 months. They don't learn anything. Bad for losing muscle,
Yeah.
We need to give them breaks on the way through the whole year, and have a program where you jump them and rest them and jump them and rest them, and on good surfaces. I know the days are shorter, so for some of the students, obviously, they've got university or school or whatever. A lot of the arenas, mine included, has got some lights on it, so they can always come and ride early in the morning or at night. And even if they don't ride every day, if the horses tick over, they can still go out and compete on the weekends.
Yeah, that's great.
And certainly for young horses, that's a good time to get them, put more effort into them and get them going. So depends on everyone's own situation, but there is the opportunity now, especially with this indoor, and Colin and Tony are running all these wonderful shows. Takapoto, another beautiful facility. It's getting much better. And there are some that will possibly go to Australia. The people at the top end, Brooke Edgecombe did it last year. She may do it again this year. So you get good competition over there. Obviously, around Brisbane, it's like summer over there in the winter.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and I know that you were fairly instrumental in helping Tom with Popeye in his lead up to leaving New Zealand and training in that. You must have been pretty proud of how they went, made a good account of themselves
super
at
proud.
the Olympics.
Super proud. And, Tom was very determined. He worked hard. He got over there, got fit. He got some more training. He's set up over there. Obviously, his partner's German, and they've got a base. Her parents are there, and he's now actually offered to take 2 New Zealand young riders.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
For 3 months. Okay, they've got to pay to be there, but a wonderful opportunity. There's nothing like getting into that part of the world and just seeing how the best in the world work.
Absolutely.
And having some training and the whole environment. So
but
actually
that's a big
having
plus. That support too, isn't it?
Well, they're Kiwis, you're not going. The years I first went to England when I went over, so it was English speaking, but I've been back for World Cups and stayed in Germany, and it can be quite lonely because even though people can speak English, they speak their own language when they're at the show or at parties or whatever, And so I think going to Tom and Lucia and especially two
it's a good
two people together
opportunity.
Is a fantastic opportunity, and he's going to do this more often. And I think that's what we need to focus on with some of our riders here, is rather than trying to do too much back here, is get a base in Europe somewhere where
good people that they can go to.
See if we can get sponsors of some sort and get money in where they can go to a base and work from there and get the taste of real international competition, because we're a very small pond down here, as you know. Sure
are, and a long way from anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know, we're in great shape for the World Champs next year.
Well, I have to say, we are very light at the top, and we've got some good ones overseas. Annabelle Francis is doing really well, and she's got a wonderful support team, and she's training with Cian O'Connor, and we've still got Daniel Meach and some of them, and Sian Wernley, people that are jumping internationally and in that environment. But, we've got some very talented young people here, but they need to get out and ride against a lot of good people, and big classes where there's 100 or whatever, and you've got to go well. There's nothing like competition that makes you better. Yeah,
and Annabelle's made it. She's done a great job overseas. She's ridden well with great maturity, I think, for a young rider.
Well, she's a strong-minded girl and has a will to win. And in any sport at that level, you've got to be mentally tough and physically tough. You've got to have some toughness about you. And she's got that, and she's got a wonderful training facility, and she's got great financial backing, and good horsepower. So, yeah, no, she's doing jolly well over there. Excellent.
Yeah, we will watch with interest how she. Oh, here we go. With how she goes in the future, because she's definitely one to watch.
Yeah.
All right, we're back in the money now with the jump off, our first combination in the ring. Julie Davies back with LT Holst Frida.
Come on, Julie, wind it up.
We'll see how she goes. She'll have a plan. Right, she's at the start of the treble at 23 seconds, so that's always just a good measure.
Good insight.
Well, it's not the treble, it was what was the treble when it was 3. And 40.
Yeah, it was good. I think that can be beaten.
48-46. Wasn't particularly fast.
No, it was a steady round. I mean, she's gone clear, and you know, this is quite a younger mare.
48-46 and double clear. So here's Tegan. Is it a pretty good horse, this Campari, for a, you know?
Oh, I think so. Yeah. Well, he's always been overshadowed by Cappuccino.
Yes, that's right.
And he is younger, but I do like this horse. Got a lovely personality. See, for me, they need more gallop to the first fence.
Yeah,
They've gone down there, gone down there one less stride. If you want to win this.
Just don't seem to be, going flat out, do they?
No.
She's a lot slower going into that jump.
Yeah.
I'd say she's a good 2 seconds slower. And I didn't think Julie went fast, so...
No. Oh, this could be Maury's.
Jeepers, look out. We'll probably all have to stay another night.
Exactly.
All right, lovely clear, but I don't think the time will be fast enough.
No, it's 50-something, wasn't it?
Didn't quite catch the final time for her, but it was slow. And Brooke, and this horse is quite deceiving in a jump off because it doesn't look like it's going very fast, but
yeah.
51.14 for Tegan. All right, Brooke Edgecombe and LT Holst Andrea.
Good corner before.
Oh, that's a shame. She was 3 seconds faster than Julie at that jump. So that's a bit of a shame that fence came down.
Yeah, so that wasn't super fast either. And she's
44.55.
She kept it quite tight, to be fair to her. I think this next horse could be the one to watch. It's pretty exciting.
Anything could happen.
Yeah, she's young and she'll give it a shot.
She will definitely give it a crack. You know, she won that class at Taupo in great style, I remember. Was it last year or the year before, perhaps? Not sure now.
Yeah.
The years have all merged into
I know.
a muddle. Right. Let's see what she can do.
Hey, that's my go.
Come on.
No.
Talk about quirky. Come on, mate.
You only got 21 seconds. Go on.
Oh, that's what we're here for. Got to do some jumping. Okay.
He's fighting her too much.
Just being naughty.
Yeah, he's fighting her.
It wouldn't be the easiest horse to ride, would it?
No, thank you.
But I think she's decided. Oh no, she's going to carry on.
Yeah, see, when he does that stutter step, it's not good. He needs to keep going forward like that.
She was fast going. She's got a fast time. Oof. Ooh. Stop the clock at 44.16, which is the fastest time.
So even all that, yeah.
So you were right there, but 4 on the card. So currently Julie is in the lead on 48.46 and all clear, followed by Tegan 51.14. Maury to go. Well,
could be his class.
He will be so excited if he wins this. I know what's going through his mind right now. Oh. Oh, we've lost our clock. It's not ideal. There we go. All right. 2 to go. Morris and Julie back in the ring. Oof.
Come on, Maury, kick him.
Come on, Maury, let's go. Get going. Oh, he's a bit slower.
Yeah.
2 seconds slower going in there.
That's over. Oh, gee.
Oh, what a shame. Now he's going to go like hell. Oh, well, that's a shame. All right, Julie's just got Julie to beat.
Oh, Murray let down the senior citizens.
4 faults and 48.41. He wasn't actually going that fast either.
No, he wasn't, no.
Maybe he should have gone faster, that was the problem. All right, Julie Davey now. She might just take a minute to...
So she's winning it?
She is in the lead.
Okay.
Clear at 48.46, followed by Tegan, clear at 51.14, and the rest have got 4 falters.
So it's got a good chance to get first and second.
Olivia Newsom, the fastest of the 4 falters, followed by Brooke, followed by Morris. Mr. Croucher wandering across there. No. Oh, he's on duty.
Yeah, he's a poo picker upper man.
Ah. She's not coming back. Oh, so Julie's not coming back on Just D by the look of it.
So she's won it.
She won it with LT Holzfrieder, and she's going to leave it at that.
So, okay, so she in...
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so that's the end of the class. Well, that was a bit unexpected. I was looking forward to seeing that last combination go, but probably a wise decision from Julie. Save it for another day.
Yep.
She won the prize and she doesn't need to jump it.
Yep.
So great riding from Julie Davey, all clear 48.46. Tegan in second with Campari 51.14. Fastest time of the class to Olivia Newsom, but 4 faults 44.16. Brooke Edgecombe was next. Brooke with LT Holster Andrea 4 faults and 44.55. And Maury will take out fifth with Central Park. Morris Beatson 4 faults and 48.41. All right, thanks, John. Good to see you again.
Oh, pleasure.
All the best for the winter. Oh, we won't see you at the series final.
No, not going to make that, sorry.
No, well,
good luck,
we will,
have fun.
No doubt catch you next season, if not before.
Excellent.
Nice to see you.
You too.
You're one of our up-and-coming riders. You've been successful as a young rider. What actually goes on behind the scene to get these magnificent-looking horses prepared for the season?
Quite a lot, just so much stuff that needs to be done, fitness, maintenance, feeding yourself. You have to be quite fit and also mentally prepared, and it's just really full on, but I love it, and I love progressing to a professional. I just want to be there, and yeah. And so
are you enjoying the early stages of turning your passion into your business?
Yeah, I love it. I've always been involved with horses like my whole life, and this is what I want to do, and I really want to get it done, and I love it so much, yeah.
What age did you actually start riding?
Probably 3, yeah. So I've always been on a horse, and yeah, I love it. And I've been around horses like my whole life. Parents are racing trainers, so. And
we saw Mum here before. She's obviously chief groom, doing a wonderful job. How supportive have your parents been, and how necessary was that?
Yeah, honestly, my parents are amazing. I love them a lot, and I wouldn't be here without them. There's no words to describe how much they support me, along with my sponsors, and they are the reason why I'm here. And yeah.
So what does the future hold for you?
I definitely want to go overseas and learn. I just want to learn as much as I can from anyone who inspires me, and just learn and get up to World Cup and make money, I guess, like everyone wants to do.
And who's your favourite horse if I forced you to pick one? I won't tell the other.
So Archie will always be like my number one. He's my best pal, but this guy is coming slowly up, but I'll keep it quiet.
Thanks, Lee. Shall we wish you all the best?
Thank you. Thanks.
I just love creating a bond with each horse.
The thing I love is training and developing the young horses the way that it's built to be.
I fed Fibre Fresh for as long as I can remember, specifically Fibre Protect.
Fibre and protein are 2 really important parts of feeding dressage horses, and we try to feed them a number of different types of protein. Yeah, it's been a staple in our horses' diet for as long as I can remember, 15, 20 years.
I started feeding Fibre Fresh in 2016, and it's been coming in by the pallet load ever since.
Fibre Fresh has given all of my horses, especially my young horses, great top line. Their coat condition is always of the highest quality.
As well as being a really good protein source, Fibre Protect has the added benefits of mitigating ulcer development in horses, and we're boxing our horses, and as much as we try to look after them and their care, they can develop ulcers through that.
Our horses love it. I love that there's no dust, it's fresh, you cut that bag open, it smells great. The horses love it. Yeah, it's just a great product, and it keeps getting better and better.
It's amazing to be a New Zealand rider being supported by a New Zealand grown and produced product who are literally right down the road.
It feels amazing to be part of the Fibre Fresh family. It's a very supportive environment.
It's really cool to be supported by such a great company.
We're back in the presentation area, and what a great class that was. Some fantastic jumping from some of our fabulous New Zealand show jumpers. I've got with me Hayden, from the General Manager of Fibrefresh, and we'd just like to thank you once again for your fantastic support of the arena and the show and Tony and Colin's Easter Jumping Championships. So thank you, Hayden.
Thank you very much. No, we're very proud to support this event. It's been really well run by Macintosh Global, and it's been great to watch all the competitors here today.
Oh, it's good to have you here to present the prizes, and what a great class it was. So just to recap, first place to Julie Davey and LT Holst Frieda, double clear in a time of 48.46. Tegan Fitzsimon was second with Campari, Olivia Newsom third with Caratino Jewel. We had Brooke Edgecombe and LT Holst Andrea in fourth place, Morris Beatson in Central Park in fifth, and Julie Davey with Just D, who elected not to jump off because she'd already won it. It was probably a wise choice, Julie, but she would have been fabulous anyway. So what a great class, and we'll just go down and meet all the riders, and then we will see how they are getting on. Well done to Colin and Tony and all the Fibrefresh team. So you've met Julie, right? Yeah. All right, Julie, good round from you today. Lovely riding. Two fabulous horses. You're pretty pleased with how they're going?
Yes, they were great, thanks Dana, and I'd like to thank Fibrefresh and all the other amazing sponsors for the show, Colin of course for all his training, and Tony for all her help, and all the volunteers running around in those little Fibrefresh outfits.
Yeah, you're hard to miss, aren't they? But what a great sight from all of us. So yeah, well done to you, nice team and fabulous riding as always. Nice work. We'll just go down here to our friend Tegan. Well, that was a little bit unexpected, wasn't it, dear?
Yeah, we just provided a bit of everything out there, from a clear to on the ground. So, yeah, this one jumped fantastic, and the other one was just showing everyone how cheeky he actually can be.
No, it was good. It's nice to see Campari take one over Cappuccino for once in a while, right? I'm sure Penny will be pleased. Yeah. And you've met Hayden? Yes. And you've been right. Yeah. Right, third was Olivia Newsom. There we go. And just Brooke Edgecombe here, and then our old mate Morris at the end. I had my money on Maury, but wasn't to be today. So congratulations to those riders. Thanks again, Hayden, for your increased support and a wonderful effort and investment from you. It makes a big difference to the sport. So just there we go. We'll let them go around and do their lap of honour as we get ready for the next class in here, the metre 20 to metre 25. A great number of riders in that class, so it's going to be a good class and hopefully a great jump off. So there we go. We'll let you go, Julie, and have a little cant around for everybody. And congratulations to you all. A great prize purse, $12,000. I don't know how they divvy it up, but it's going to be a good day. There we go. First place, Julie Davey and LT Holst Frieda. Second, Tegan Fitzsimon and Campari. Third to Olivia Newsom and Caratino Jewel. Fourth, Brooke Edgecombe and LT Holst Andrea. Fifth, Morris Beatson in Central Park. And in sixth place, Julie Davey and Just D.